Okay, cool. Dude, thanks a lot, man. Really appreciate it. Michael, buddy, you have a great day, man.
Just let me know because I just need to be into the color thing.
You know what, here, that's good. If you
It just the video just needs to be committed to that.
Was it $3?
Okay, bud.
Sorry.
All right.
Anyway, I cleaned you out last time. I totally.
Say that again.
I had a- Say it again.
Yeah, we're okay, I think.
Okay, yeah, if you want to.
Oh,
check,
that's totally
so if
fine.
you're in the
Thank
Zoom
you.
room, if the webcam looks like this, like it's working fine.
Yeah, it's got it's got the room. It doesn't have everybody, but it's got Brian and then it shows a lot of the room.
You physically just want to make sure that it's the web.
Okay.
And then all of our board
Change this
members,
to
like,
under audio. I think it's very far left.
Lunch.
The little carrot.
Yeah, it's got audio.
What does it say? The input device. Ready, but there's like a little carrot icon in the top right of the audio, and you can like pull up the menu.
A little carrot in the upper right. There's recording and then view, and then enlarge.
You see the icon in mute, right? So it's gonna be-
Yeah, it's in the bottom left. It's already on.
Check that setting. If you hover over that, there's gonna be a little carrot icon somewhere, either like.
Mute my audio.
You're not trying to mute, you're just trying to check this setting.
Yeah, it's on. I mean, we can hear everybody. I think it is because the people are showing up on the screen. All right. Brian, I need your help.
Yeah.
Say that again with both of us here.
And this is just a chat.
Give that like Steven saying to do. Yeah, exactly. And she's
Where would that be, along the bottom toolbar?
There's the mute. Don is on, so
there's no X through it. It says mute my audio. So I think that gives us, well, let's see.
muted now.
You can also just go to settings and then audio and check the input settings.
Don, can you hear us? Yep, so Don can hear us, so we're good there.
As long as they can hear, then that's, yeah, sometimes I have to go and manually.
Well, thank God we don't.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
Dude, Chris, thanks so much, buddy.
Okay, we will. All right, bye-bye.
Thanks, Gary. I really appreciate it. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. You say Chuck, like,
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. I think you got it set up.
Yeah, we had Chris on the phone luckily though, because we're kind of putting stuff and we're like, where's the sign in? Chris was able to jump on real quick and just make sure we had it all hooked up right. So.
No, I'm excited about that, but I meant he's never either. He's not that heavy either.
They recently.
It's kind of a teacher.
Yeah.
We can't wait for it. Oh my God. I love him so much. He had an endoscopy. No. Yeah. Endoscopy. Endoscopy. Just the top. He has a hiatal hernia, so they wanted to check it, see how it is. And he loves.
And there's, we found we have
He
very
loves-
positive sales.
No, what he
Still
loves
an original
getting put to sleep.
2013.
I do too. Oh, and so
I looked
he
at the
told
value,
that,
there's-
actually on the way there, I said, don't tell the nurse that you want to give her $20 extra so they can sleep longer. And he goes, how did you know that I was gonna tell you? When I was like, "Because I know you." So when I went in and he was in recovery, and I'm like, how much?
Yeah.
What's the value of his eyes?
$100.
Bugging out, and I go, how do you do it?
And the other two, Legos are about $60.
Tell him that I know
total.
the job.
For the two of them?
Yeah.
I mean, that was 18 years ago. He goes, I know.
I mean,
I was like, oh my
you think the same, I mean,
And then I said, do you remember what you
we're
said?
not gonna do it.
No, we just bought it. Should have asked you to tell me in our days.
I mean, if you've got somebody who's.
It's so entertaining to watch him.
Depends on,
It was like
And if
that
you
kid
want
in the
to
backseat after he had his baby.
Yeah.
So.
Makes me laugh.
Bro.
Technically, it's 7:32.
You're 3 minutes late.
No, you guys are 3 minutes late. I've literally been standing here laughing because you guys are all just. It's great. This is part of what we're supposed to be doing. It's not funny.
Video, there's nobody at Rotary, it's just you.
There is Sue, Dawn's right there.
Oh, there's not.
Are you kidding?
No, I mean, it looks like no one's here. It
That's
looks like
pretty
it's
sad.
just three people.
Okay,
Sit together.
well, how many people do you want then?
Come on.
Come on, let's go. Call to order, pledge of allegiance. Where's our flag?
Right on the.
We're here. Ready? Pledge allegiance to the flag,
The flag.
United States of America, to the republic,
Republic for which it stands,
one nation, under
under
God,
God,
indivisible.
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amen. Right. What did the 4-week test back?
Oh, it's a test. We'll see.
Yeah, right? You guys even remember it?
Of course. We don't.
Perfect.
Okay.
Who wants to lead?
Eileen.
Yeah.
Okay, first, is it the truth? 2, is it fair to all concerned? 3, will it build good, will better friendships? And 4, is it beneficial to all concerned? And is it fun?
See, looky there. The fact I forgot it is okay. All right. So welcome visitors. That's what it says in my sheet. There's no visitors.
Do you want me to do a quote?
We can, we're ready.
The quote today is by Albert Einstein and it's, be a voice, not an echo. Be a voice,
Steve.
not an echo.
It's real deep.
Yeah.
What?
All over there.
That.
When- But for the first. What's that?
I love that. Let's go.
I'm not sure you can get away with that. Gary,
Yeah, I know.
that's not. Okay, so this part will go real,
Speaking up for safety, Brian.
I mean, come on. It's gotta start from the front, Amy,
Thank
you
you.
know?
You were the voice.
I am the voice. There you go, not the echo, like Gary. So we don't have any visitors, so that is easy. We also don't have any birthdays or anniversaries or Rotary anniversaries. That's easy. Any announcements anybody wants to make?
I do.
Yeah, you do.
I do. Okay, so we're having a chili cook-off for Rotary, Seahawks chili cook-off, November 3rd. Seahawks are playing the Rams at 1:25, so we're gonna start it at 1. I'll send out a sign-up sheet, to bring your chili, bring your crock pot full of chili and whatever you want to go with it. We'll have judges and there will be a cash pie.
$1,000.
We're doing it down at the waterfront. There's a room down there, community room with a giant screen and a big kitchen and a huge table and an island and all this stuff. So there's plenty of room and power for all the chili and all the people and all the things. It's not a fundraiser, it's just purely fellowship.
You should take a picture of the room and then prior to, then we can send it out, send it out going, this is what you're gonna do, this is where you're going, so people have. I mean, the screen, a lot of guys are like. I mean, it's just a look.
All about the hook.
Thanks for sharing.
Mhm.
And that's it, nothing was. More, that's it?
You
Just
want
making
that?
sure, I'm just making sure, I don't wanna cut you off, that's all. We're good?
That's all I got.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay, you? All right. Let's get into the reports. Treasurer's report, Lori?
We're looking good. I just wrote the check for our venue for our auctions, so that's in the works. I think, yeah, and I did the deposit for the caterer, so yeah, we're doing this, people. It's gonna be fun.
We're only how many weeks away?
Yeah. Secretary Gary?
Well, were you gonna let Eileen do an inspirational talk?
She did.
You missed
Did
it.
you? That was quick.
You're very
Oh.
Were you,
Gary.
I'm very inspired.
No,
What's happening right now,
I'm
Gary?
sending notes to people that are saying, can we get on Zoom? So,
Tell them to go back to an older Zoom link, because the more recent one doesn't actually have a link on it. So I just went back to August and used that one.
all right.
Where's Ron?
All right. So, nothing else, Gary?
No, we got a board meeting Wednesday, November 13th, Sherwood. And, just a reminder about the district conference, 2025. That Dave talked about, there's early bird discounted registration fee. It's at Delayla. Those who register before the December 31st deadline will be entered into a drawing for a 3-day, 2-night stay at the beachfront home owned by Dave Duskett and his wife Kay on Camino Island. And you'll receive your first clue to the murder mystery.
That's good.
You know, there's murder in the future someplace. Maybe.
Murder?
Good thing.
That's it.
All right. Eileen, club services?
Yes, so, we, scheduled a walkthrough for the venue, which will be on November 6th. Everybody's welcome to come. I sent it out to the committee. I went to Costco yesterday and got all the plates and silverware and the napkins, so we're good there. Bob was working on the sound system and met with the auctioneer. And we have a backup sound system, which we might need because they had 2 wireless microphones, which we will need. Michelle will need one, Kevin will need one. Lance has secured a speaker for our scholarships. He's hoping to hear from 2 other people. If not, we'll just go with her. But that's all taken care of. And we just need people to, and thank you, Amy, and those other folks who have purchased their tickets. We appreciate that very much. And please turn in your slips for what you're donating so I can get that on the website. Oh, and if anybody knows of anybody who needs a card or maybe something's going on in your family that's a Rotarian, please let me know so I can get that taken care of as soon as possible. Thank you.
Have we heard about Joyce? How's she doing?
No, Joyce and I have been playing phone tag, but I'm working on it.
Did we ever get her that lunch?
No, because her schedule and my schedule did not
Jive.
Yes, that's why we were playing phone tag. But I will update you as soon as I know more.
What time is the walkthrough?
Sorry, what time is it? 4 o'clock. I said you.
I want to add it to my thing,
4
right,
o'clock.
this very
On the 6th.
Got it. Okay.
All right.
Question
Of course.
or whatever. So I presented this the other day, Eileen, and I don't think I verbalized myself very well, so I want to try again. So for auction items for the auction, I am dreaming up and I have an email like drafted that I wanted to send out to local businesses, primarily women owned, and asking them if they'll join us in supporting our community by having us showcase their products to be auctioned off. So I'm just envisioning like a table with like Stevens Apparel, Red Wrap stuff, My friend operates a workout facility, like she can do a few passes for personal training, blah, blah, blah. So that's what I was envisioning, and then we can send out that email and try to, ask them to donate.
Make it happen, yeah.
Okay. That's it.
So quiet, you guys.
Where's all the people?
There you go.
They heard you were
Are you
coming.
thinking of bundling it into one package? I mean, we're going to business package.
Just a table, no, just separate items,
So would those items then be part of the silent auction?
yes.
Okay.
But having that designated area.
Well, we have this really limited space, because you remember, last year, how tight that space was around.
Yes.
So I don't know, until I get all the other auction items, I don't want to be able to designate like a specific table. for each issue. But we can certainly, I'll make note of that, and then we can try to bundle them together.
And the other auction, silent auction items are coming from, we're required, each member is required to bring something, right?
Yeah, a minimum of $75.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll just bring 7 things for my contribution from them,
I mean,
you know?
Yeah. I just need to be cognizant of the space, because we are having a performer too, and we got, that's extra space for that, and then the catering and the bar and.
Yeah.
So it's a great idea, but I don't wanna say, I mean, I don't know, this is a big thing, I don't wanna say yes and then not have room. Does that make sense?
It does.
But I think it's a great idea.
If we're inviting folks to an auction, we have really great things to do auction.
I agree. And Don was really generous. He donated, because even Don won't be there. They donated their seats for our speakers, so they can come, because their event can come. So that was cool. Thank you, Don.
All right. Raquel, Human Services?
We, as in Rochelle and I, are working on club PR kind of projects, so chili feed sort of thing, she's already spearheaded that. So we want to continue to grow the involvement in our club, because the, just the
Because this is
attendance,
lame.
because just the attendance today is kind of BS. This is lame. It's not okay. Like, we need more involvement. We need more people showing up.
Thank
So we need to work harder on getting people engaged. That's it. We're working on it. Chili feed's the first of many things that we're.
Escape room, bowling, all kinds of things. It's
They
just,
have
just fellowship, no.
axe
money
throwing
axe.
too.
Who wants to
But we
throw
can do it
axes
with
so
a,
bad?
with a
Oh,
twist.
yeah, the axe throwing place in Arlington.
Yeah, we do it with a twist with an apple and a person.
Wait, what'd you say?
We can do it with a twist with an apple and a person.
Make that an auction item.
Whoever has the least attendance.
Whoever gets closest without hitting them
You know,
wins.
I'm thinking, well, but you're gonna have to be like sign a waiver or something, because attempted murder.
No, that's why what happens in the room stays in the room. Nobody's gonna narc them out. Whoever's that draws a short stick is the guy with the
And
apple.
when that's all right there, is it the truth?
Everybody's involved. Who's gonna narc them out? It all depends.
Whoever's not here, we get.
It's a short stick. Like the purge, you know?
It's like the purge. It's totally like the purge. We're gonna do a rotary purge.
I mean,
Totally.
might as well. So,
Come to Arlington, it'll be fun. They
right,
say, they say.
all right, so nothing for membership,
Here's an apple.
or that part of it, or that?
Nothing new, like as
Okay.
far as new members or anything like
Okay.
that. Yeah.
All
we're
right,
working
and
on
any
it.
other community service stuff? That you have planned?
Me?
Mhm.
No.
So,
Yeah. Oh, volley pickleball.
No, I never played pickleball.
Oh, it's so.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
That's another one. Volley in Marysville.
Whoever
Oh,
loses
yeah.
dies.
yeah,
It's like Squid Game.
Wow.
I've never played.
Michelle's dark today. Maybe Skelly has gotten into you.
all right, so honestly, nobody else is here for any of the other.
And one other thing.
Yes,
So we are starting to get in some sponsorships, so
okay,
huge thank you, and I brought in a sponsorship.
Put their names on, okay? Thank you.
All right. Did you want to talk to us about anything going on in town, man? To eat up some time?
We picked him out of the crowd.
You know what? It was very difficult, but I zeroed in on him when he came through the door, so it's not just.
Are there,
Yeah.
are there? What's in the budget season? Foreign stuff, trying to be conservative, budget, just, you know, things are going, any? Really much? I still have yet to figure out who to talk to at Fairweather Point for the mural.
That's a different club.
That's a different thing, I know, but I'm looking at you. This is
We can.
more of our hats.
Yeah.
Well, if some of you don't know, Kim Daughtry was out working on a project. And fell through, the flooring, cracked some ribs. While he was at the hospital, he signed into Zoom so he could attend the city council meeting, lying on his back.
Oh, gee.
And then he got a little grumpy at us when we told him that he should probably be breastfeeding. And then he got his Navy submariner voice on.
I talked to,
His tenor voice.
talked to his wife when he was in the hospital. And she laughed and she said, he's never been to the hospital. He's never had a cold, never had flu. He doesn't take any pills. And I'm going, what the hell's wrong with him? But, saw him on, saw Thursday, yesterday morning. He's doing better.
I saw him last night, so he was moving around.
In fact, he's got a project at my house that he says, I think I can do next week. I go, what?
Check the subfloor.
Yeah,
Make sure it's not.
yeah, make sure it's not, yeah,
What did he fall through?
the flooring.
The sub, this subfloor is.
And they were really worried that he was gonna sue him, and he's gonna sue you.
No, Kim's not that way. Hayden's been really busy picking up Kim's work. Putting Kim on schedule.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's hurting, he says he's, he has to sleep in his recliner, and he says, so I sleep for about 30 minutes at a time, wake up, go back to sleep, so,
So pray for Debbie.
yeah.
Gary, do you want us to send a card?
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
Okay.
Do we have a speaker?
We had a blood drive.
Yes.
Oh, that's right, how'd that go? Oh, we had a super successful blood drive.
Raquel gave her first time. Do you know your blood type?
No, I have not yet.
So it's a little bit interesting, you guys. The hurricane in North Carolina wiped out the IV fluid manufacturing company, like the one in the nation. We have no IV fluids in our hospital, and you use them all of the time for really routine, just IV fluid, water, just normal saline and lactated ringers that you need for your heart perfusion, that you need for before you have a surgery, whether it's an elective surgery or an emergency one. Like, they're canceling elective surgeries. It's the only measure we have when we have a baby that's in distress, to give the mom some IV fluid. So it's kind of a really weird time again. And I'm thinking that they're asking us to use a lot more medicine, which costs more money if we don't have fluid. I think we're gonna have to start using blood more frequently. So I'm really proud of us that we ran a blood drive and we're keeping the blood banks full, and I'm gonna set up another one if everyone's cool with that.
I was just gonna say.
Can you do them sooner?
Yeah, so technically we can do them every 3 months. So I have some dates rolling. No, I told you, like, it's pretty dang easy. The Red Cross is a great, so show up and do it.
Yeah.
Honestly, if the room is set up, we don't have to do anything. People can check themselves in. That's not very cool. It's not very fun, but they could.
What's the constraint of every 3 months?
The previous leadership of the group only wanted to do it twice a year. That's one of them.
Of what group?
You mean for our
This
club?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
And then the second was just getting this space, just coordinating.
I feel like if we did it every 3 months, we should do it.
Is every 3 months the only
duration? You have to like do 3 months between.
Yeah,
donating blood?
that's the longest, that's the shortest time between.
Well, with the current situation, it sounds like we need to step up our game, right?
Yeah.
I think Arlington does it on a quarterly basis.
Yeah.
So you can only give blood every 3 months,
Mhm.
then why do folks go to the plasma thing like every week?
So that's, whole blood is different than just plasma. You can give plasma more often. And the Red
How
Cross
do you give
does-
plasma and not blood at the same time?
They, spin it.
It's been,
In your body?
In the machine.
Like, how, there's no way.
They take
If
it
you're
all
taking your blood out,
they spin it, they take they keep the plasma, they give you back your whole red, then they give you back your red blood cells.
Cause plasma is kind of, it's like a color, right? It's not
There's
red.
so many parts of your blood, fresh frozen plasma, red blood cells, whole red blood cells, FFP,
can they clean it? Can we sell that? Can we do a get the plaque out of it or the sugar, the bark or something?
get the latte on.
Latte out?
Are you talking about another fundraiser?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that would buy it.
Entrepreneur you are, you should like own your own business.
Maybe I'll think about that.
We need ID
So,
fluids.
so is that Amy's new job is the
Blood czar?
blood czar?
Blood czar.
Yeah. Blood czaress.
I don't know which blood yours.
That was pretty good. Okay, so let's, yeah, we could definitely, do that more often. So you
Amy, I would,
just wanna set that up, Amy, and let me know the date and
Yeah,
we'll
just
staff it.
set it up, and all we have to do is check with the school district.
I think it's,
Set it up, Amy, my favorite word.
I think it's a sad state that our country only has one
Yeah.
plant that does IM.
Oh, maybe I was exaggerating.
Here we go.
I don't, but, like, that is what we're being told.
Misinformation.
Oh, stop it.
Okay.
But
It's
it's a
Fox News.
significant one.
Here, we gotta check her.
Yeah.
Trump will make sure there's two. That's the same.
Thank you. Like,
I know fun.
Thank you, carry on, next person.
Hey, Brian, do we have a speaker today?
No, that's why.
Oh, just us.
But you know what we did, and I did, okay, since we didn't have time.
You're doing Jumpage Jack or Jacqueline. Jacqueline, oh, Jacqueline. No, Jack LaLanne, Jack LaLanne.
Was it?
Yeah, never mind.
No,
Sounds like you guys are trying to say Jack Lantern, but Jack Lane.
Jack LaLanne. It doesn't sound like Jack LaLanne. Maybe we should do color from her first, so that they can put $5.
Cookie cutters.
Teacher stuffing. Teacher trimming. That's what teachers, Friendsgiving.
So, yeah, so you gotta get somebody.
Rotary Thanksgiving.
All right, so here,
Let's get later.
Yeah.
I think.
Bush.
I'm gonna win.
No,
I lose every time. 934. Wait. What is it? 934.
You win. Finally,
Never. I've never won. Cheer. That doesn't mean I'm gonna win anything, but.
You won the $70. Oh, no, you got. Feel lucky, and the mind, just manifest it.
I got it. I'm done.
all right.
You owe me $5.
So, right, yeah. This doesn't go back in, right?
What? I don't know.
All right,
I don't remember anything ever.
so
I don't know if I'll let you-
start with everybody on Zoom.
Got one. I wonder- I wonder-
Do happy books, Don?
Wow, well, I am very happy. Cause Eve is coming down tomorrow and it's been about 5 weeks now that, I've been gone between traveling and.
What a great husband you are.
That's so
Wow.
sweet.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's finally, getting settled in pretty well. Got just about everything set up that we need to have set up and it's all fluff from this point forward, so. But, been enjoying it down here, kind of party city. That'll be interesting to watch it over the course of the winter.
Oh, yeah. It's gonna be nice and sunny though, huh?
Yeah, it's been too hot though. It's been in the hundreds until about two or 3 days ago, and now it's finally cooling off a little bit, down to maybe the 80s. So I'm hoping it'll stay there.
Yeah. 80s are good.
Yeah.
How about you, Linda? Are you happy?
I am so happy. Yeah, I'm happy that, sounds like Don's getting a new snowbird place. That's awesome.
Yeah, he said all of us can go down there and use it periodically, so great for us.
Sweet. Okay, cool.
All
Thank
right,
you.
how about you, Gina? Excuse me.
Morning, everyone. I am happy because two reasons. My parents are visiting this weekend from Spokane, which will be nice. I haven't seen them in a couple months. And happy because my best friend just bought a snowbird house down in Arizona. So I will be joining her periodically. And so, Dawn, I might see you and say hi.
Cool.
Johanna, how about you?
Hi, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. I'm happy to be back to work. This week was my first week back. I've been out of work for 5 months and it's been towing on my mental health, so I'm happy to be back to work.
Fantastic. Right.
I'm happy because I picked up this magazine at the chamber and it's called Sky and Snow. And I'm whipping through and there is a picture of Dawn and Kristen Odegaard. And over here is Johanna and Amelia. So we've got Rotarians in the magazine, which is super awesome. Then you flip the page and I see Rachel Jacobson in a quad. So
With
we've
who
got,
else?
what?
With who else?
I don't know. People I don't know. Hold on.
I kind of see you're doing a presentation and not.
Well, are you in there?
No.
Or Brian.
Or Brian.
And Carol. We're going on
Carol.
reels today. It's Carol, Kimberly.
Julie, someone else.
All right.
And Megan. And Megan.
Right.
So that's super awesome that we've got Rotarians in this magazine.
That's awesome.
That's super awesome. And I don't know if you heard, we're doing a chili cook-off Seahawks party on November 3rd. 1 o'clock, kickoff's 1:25. Bring your best chili,
It does not. have-
cornbread, hash, fries. It can have beef.
What time?
Can have fries, what?
What time will
We
this
cook
start?
1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, it's kickoff's 1:25. And it's a huge screen. It's not a TV, it's like a giant
Projector.
Vegas, maybe, I don't know.
Screen, yeah, projector.
It's the best screen in the county. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's the best screen in the county.
In the county?
Yes. I'm
Big
telling
county.
you. It's a big screen.
I am going to reinsert my $5 bill.
I don't
And
think that $5 bill ever leaves.
well, that's why I actually initialed it, because I think we should all just kind
That's
of,
funny, yeah.
I think we should all just kind of.
Isn't that against the law?
You guys seen government property?
He's no longer,
You know what? I am kind of-
you can say so in front of him now.
I'm no longer the mayor.
I know, I do break some rules every now and then.
Now you leave that
But
to
I'm
yourself.
just really happy. I almost didn't come today because I was just really tired. I had a long week, but as per usual, when I do show up, I'm really actually very, very happy that I did.
Yes,
Very, very
I'm
happy.
like, yeah.
me too.
Happy to be see, here to be, see me and everyone else as well.
It just lights a fire under me.
Friday.
And I feel better.
Friday.
And better looking.
I don't know, I showed up because I'm being entertained today and I love it.
It's always fun. I mean, it's a way to start off your weekend, right?
Yeah.
35 days till my son comes home. And my daughter go
From prison?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
From prison. Well, they don't call it prison if it's for real. If it, you wouldn't say yes. You'd have to say something else like the field trip or maybe Marines or something.
Working on it.
But you don't say prison because you wouldn't mix that. I mean.
University of Wyoming.
Just kind of prison.
Yeah.
It's called prison.
This is gonna be a short, long story.
Yes, no.
Driving back from Boise. Bev,
Voice State.
yeah, Boise State, driving back from there, about 3 weeks ago. Bev says, you know, I think we need to buy a new car. And I had to look through the car to see if my wife was in the car. The reason is my T-Bird is over at Crossings and it's been there for about a month and it's gonna cost the arm and leg to get out. So last Friday, I just wanted to go up to Skagit. I've been looking at Hyundai's. And I just thought we'd see if she could get in a Santa Fe. Well, I had the Santa Fe that I was looking at, or had told them to pull out, sitting there, and she says, I don't like it. So she gets out and starts going down the lot, and she finds a Tucson. So we now have, later that, we went from 1 to 7 o'clock. And it was the easiest finance that I've ever gone through. And the finance guy is a young, well, he's not young, he's 65-year-old black man. And I don't know how he got on the subject, but he said, where did you grow up? And I said, I grew up in the Green Lake area. He said, well, so did I. And I said, where'd you go to school? And he said, you probably don't know. And I said, well, give me a room. And he said, St. John's Catholic Grade School. That's where I went to school. And so we had a wonderful conversation and we drove home that night with a new car. We had to go to BECU to get some checks so we could also give a down payment and but we now have that black car out there.
How do you like it?
Love it so far. It's a hybrid. And Bev says, I don't want to plug in. He said, it's not a plug-in. And so far I'm got about 300 miles on it and I'm about a half tank. So
Do you ask them for a Rotary sponsorship?
I did talk to him about that.
Good for you. Hey, Gary, remember the Dave Duskin story? And my dad? I'll have to tell you guys after all this. You can be our speaker.
Yeah, we got time.
No,
You don't have it.
it's
Yeah,
Amy's
We
turn.
got a full agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's Amy's turn.
Hey, turn. Really fun week. So yesterday, the day before, our little company that Brian started over 10 years ago of just like flipping houses with extra money that we got from student loans, has continued to evolve, and we're breaking ground at the Marysville YMCA, helping them build out their new early learning childhood education center. So we're able to help assist families have great education at a more affordable cost. And it's like kind of mind blowing that we're at this point.
And she's on Facebook. It's all on Facebook. You can
There
see
are
the photos.
multiple posts about it.
Yeah.
Brian also is the president of a networking group in Marysville that used to meet at the Creamery. And he found a videographer person, so he's documenting all of this. So that's why that video is kind of cool. Except I'm not in it. But exciting for our family and our business.
A couple of bucks. Last week I was in Portland and we went with our stormwater manager and they did a cool presentation on the health of the lake to the Oregon and Washington Lake something organization. If you want to get into some serious lake nerdness, I have no idea what they're talking about. Limnospheres and petri dishes and protozoas, I have no idea. But really good lake, Lake Stevens was very well talked about as far as lake health, so. And then my other buck was for this weekend, I'm off to do army duty at Fort Lewis, and I haven't seen my dudes in like 2 months, I kind of miss them, so I'm looking forward to hanging out.
Are you happy?
I will go.
So, sorry, I'm really happy. Okay, back up.
I sure you can give it all of it. I mean.
So, yeah, so I'm happy to be here. I had a bad bout of vertigo this week, which I've never had before, but it means that you hang on to whatever you're near, because you don't want to fall on your face. So I'm really happy that I'm walking a straight line again. I don't look like I'm drunk.
Did you take medicine or did you put your head over the bed?
Oh, did I bark?
Well, no, that has, there's this street echoing the neighbor, hang your head off the bed and you
I haven't
heard
heard
it.
that one.
I almost sent you the link, I was like, no, she knows.
No, I haven't heard of that one. I've heard of others, and sure enough, if I go from sitting up to laying down fast, then I have to hang on to the bed.
You're laying on it.
Yeah, don't fall off.
How'd you get rid of it?
Until.
It's just time, just sitting, oh, God, I hate just sitting on the couch doing nothing. Really hate that.
Depends on the weather.
Yeah, true.
But I got out and picked green beans yesterday, so that was good.
Look at your balance in it, fresh.
Okay, your turn.
So I am happy, and I'm happy because I get to drive a beat up truck now. And I say I'm happy only because I didn't hit the whole pole, or I didn't hit the right center of the pole. So I'm driving down the road the other day. I wasn't going very fast, luckily. But I'm looking to see if this dog place is open, because we're gonna kennel our dog, so I look over my shoulder. And the bad thing is when I looked to the right, so did my steering wheel, and I did not do it, but my steering wheel veered.
Great.
And I clipped a pole. Now, here's what's amazing. A chunk of that pole was in between my rim and the bead of my tire. Not just like a little bit of it. And the tire never went flat. Isn't that amazing?
Did you keep driving?
I
Did you stop?
Of course I stopped,
So what's the
but I
most
survived.
story?
The moral of the story is, even somebody such a great driver as myself can have a momentary lapse of judgment.
Yes.
And this is what happens. But the good thing is, I know a good agent who's already got the claim file. We're gonna have the truck fixed, but I gotta drive around like that.
Well, remember what you said about how when you represented other people who had hit inanimate objects.
Oh, you know what?
That were sitting
I
still
laugh, I
and
call you
how thought
stupid.
They were idiots.
You're an idiot. I mean,
And
you're
you
something
said, and now
important.
I'm that idiot.
Now I'm
so
that
now
guy.
I've learned
I'm the
a
guy.
lesson, right?
Oh.
You looked at something and not turned the wheel. I mean, do you get credit for that?
Well, I'm 51, so I mean, I could say it probably 1,000. But at least 1,500, I would say that I've looked around and not hit something.
Like everything.
Allegedly.
Most of the time I just drive off. I mean, that's the biggest thing. I don't have a rear license plate on my truck, so the cops can't catch me anyway. So
Yeah.
So you want to hear what Rochelle's story? Raquel's
That's
story.
okay, there's a lot of us. Yeah, so Dave Dustin was talking last week and he had so much great information. But he was kind of telling his story about where he came from, you know, kind of the same thing that we kind of are trying to do here back in the club. Where his wife was from, and he said, oh, no one will know, but she was from this teeny weeny little town, in eastern Washington, named Reardon, and I'm thinking, well, that's where my dad's from. And so I'm calculating in my mind, like, well, they're probably close to the same age. So I'm writing down these notes, and the whole time he's talking, he's telling really great things. My brain's going, oh, I wonder if my dad knows, you know, her, or even, and over. So I get out to my car. I can't call my dad fast enough. Cause I'm like, you know, that the world is small, you know, and I was just waiting for him to tell me, oh yeah, I know her. And absolutely, he goes, yeah, we grew up together. I dated her sister. And when I went to Vietnam, we broke up. And then when I came back, I met your mom. And I'm like, what a small world. A teeny weeny town in the middle of a wheat field. They happen to grow up in the same exact place. So I actually sent a message to her on Facebook and she was like, I remember Mike Jones. He was so handsome. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's just fun to see how small our world is. No matter where you go and no matter who, you know, you just sometimes have to put yourself out there and talk and, yeah.
6 degrees of separation.
It's crazy. It's even less, I think, sometimes. But I just thought that was a fun little, like, how small our world is. And so my dad actually said the next time I'd come over to visit, can we reach out to them and go to coffee? And I was like, oh, how fun is that?
What town was it again?
Reardon?
Oh, really?
Reardon. So it's over actually just past Fairchild Air Force Base.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah.
So if you know where, the Air Force Base out there is there, just a little bit further.
Well, you know, on Wednesday night, Raquel, myself and Lance had did the college night. And that was a lot of fun. We passed out like 100 flyers for our scholarships. Kristen Odegaard was there for a little while too. So it was a lot of fun talking to the kids and cutting it up with them and talking about or bragging actually is the biggest thing. I mean, that was a lot of fun. And it's amazing. Somebody said to me, what if you go out of state? And I was like, I'm thinking, who has a requirement to be in state? And I was like, no, man, you don't care. You can go out of state, you can go in state, you can go to trade school. And then there was a kid overheard me talking to these people and he came up and he's like, you guys give scholarships to trade schools? And so I spent a little while talking to him because that's what he's gonna do. And so last year, we didn't get anybody that applied for a vocational scholarship. So it'd be really nice if we get a couple this time. And then Lance was able to talk to Snow Isle. They were next to us. So he plugged into them a little bit. I think it'll be we need a better relationship with them.
Yeah.
Like actually to go, maybe even go, like a couple of us go and talk to them, their class, because, teachers are already doing what they're doing. And so to take extra time may be kind of difficult for them. So,
Are you talking to Snow Isle Tech?
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I think what do I know, but it seems like, because one of the comments was, that she made was, she said, the only issue is I can't really promote it very easily because they're all at different times and in different rooms. And so it's not like, one classroom, I guess. So obviously, right? So that's where I'm thinking if we could get a couple of us to be able to go, throughout the day, then we could talk to all of them.
and Angie and I did that about 5 years ago. We had 3 candidates, and we interviewed them, and then afterwards, we went around to every, area from, dress design to the mechanical shop to, something on aerospace, and we visited with every one of them, encouraging them to, the following year, to please send us candidates. And you really need to go out each year, like you said, a couple of us go out, promote it ahead of when we're going to do the actual scholarship, distribution, which would be January, February, would be a good time for us to go out and just talk to each one of them and see if they have any candidates.
Yeah.
Well, we changed it to encourage vocational applicants. We changed it from the applicant applying to a teacher applying on behalf of the applicant. Did that get changed back to the applicant applying?
No, we had one applicant that was interested this past year. And Lance reached out, can't remember if it was male or female, reached out a couple of times to see if they were going to apply. And I think the last time he didn't get any answer.
But we
So-
still have that option for the teacher to submit on behalf of.
We could, I don't. We could, look what we got. We got, the Sanchez boy that we gave $5,000 to. And he spoke to our club, this summer, about his experience and, he went to an upholstery, school down in, I think it's Sheridan, Wyoming. And, he was an awesome, kid. And that's why we gave him so much money.
Was awesome. He still is awesome.
Of course, his mom's a principal of one of the schools here. And they're just an awesome family. And, that's why we reached out to them. And, so, yeah, we could visit with the teachers, we could visit with the administration and try and encourage them to at least get us 2 or 3 or 4 candidates. That would be great.
So if the teacher submits,
Could.
let's say, if the teacher does,
Yeah.
then how's the essay gonna be done? Teacher's gonna write the essay?
We waived it. We waived it. It was a
And that-
little,
Why would we waive it for one and not for all? don't-
because
that
we
doesn't
weren't
make
taking
sense.
any applicants. And vocational, the feedback was they didn't know about us. They didn't think that we gave to trade school. We just give to the 4.0 cancer curers
Mhm.
kids. And so we were just trying to eliminate every barrier that there was for these kids to try and get them money, and so we put it into the teachers' hands. And they still wrote a little blurb about the kid.
Right, but that's not going
Which I
to,
guess.
so whenever I'm looking at it,
We did whole separate process.
You have a,
I don't
you
think it
have
should.
a different, situation with those going to trade school. The three applicants that Angie and I interviewed that week, very timid, very quiet. We had to, draw answers, out of them, had to give them examples, because they're in a whole different atmosphere than the kids going to school, that they know they're gonna go to college, they know that they're gonna go after, scholarships. These kids don't know anything about it. Now, obviously, if you spoke to one of them, maybe that helps, generate some conversations with his peers that are gonna go there.
well, see, again, then that's on us.
Yeah.
No offense, these kids aren't stupid in any way.
Oh, no.
And I know you're
No,
not saying
they're
that, but
rock stars.
what I'm saying is the opportunity in their mind may not be the same as someone going to college, for sure. And they may not be as polished or whatever, right? But the thing is if we went and we approached the class, we told them and empowered them by telling them, we're gonna give money away. It might as well be you. And here's the process, because honestly, the essay for me is huge, because I want to know about you. That for me is huge. And if we're gonna ask certain kids to do it and other kids not, I don't think that's wise anyway, but that's just my opinion.
Could we accept only written essays? Could we accept, because kids these days don't do essays, but they'll knock down an IG video in a heartbeat, right?
Yeah, I think that would be.
Yeah, I mean, that's
That
a
would be-
great idea to. do
Yeah.
it
Never, I mean-
instead. So the vocation, because that's why we eliminated, they're not gonna sit down and write an essay. Well, that's a different
But
group of
you-
kids.
Okay, we'll have a debate about this for
No,
sure,
I'm just throwing.
but
that
I
one
love
at
that.
the wall, right?
I think that's a great idea.
You're talking about going to the classes at
Mhm.
Snow Wild. Well, those kids are all over the county. So what about getting on the bus? You have a captive audience.
No, see,
And
that's
talking
great.
to the bus as they're driving. to
No, that's,
Snow
and that's a better idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, and yeah, honestly, that's what I'm saying though. We need to think outside of the box and what would actually reach these guys. I think the video would be great. We just have to have a way for them to get into us. That'd be the only thing. And
And just email it.
well, that's true. But I think that'd be great for any of them, even not just the vocational kids, but the other
In
kids.
a nutshell, just having the application be more diverse and inclusive.
Yes, 100%.
Cool.
Which is what we were attempting to do in our old.
And now they
Yeah.
apply through a portal, right? That ran.
You can, it's right now it's wonky, but yeah.
So uploading a video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like we could upload it to our somehow, but, or like you said, email it, but I mean, I think we need to do a better job. We need to think outside of the box. Yeah, getting on the bus, that'd be easy. Honestly, they're all sitting there.
Just to Lake Stevens kids.
We can go everywhere, right? I mean, we can end up in all the schools that have them. I mean, we could set the example is what I'm getting at for like Monroe to do something that way too. So anyway. All right. Anybody have anything else? I mean, we said 10 minutes.
So when Dave Duskin was here, he was talking about when Arlington High School was playing against Lake Stevens High School. What's the date?
November 1st.
That might be a little close to our Seahawk party. I thought it would be fun to do a tailgate party and do a Rotary versus Rotary.
Well, he wanted to come up with, something like they did with Stanwood this last weekend where they have the Rotary Cup or something like that. Which we're not gonna be able to do this year, but maybe next year.
So I would go to that if I had my crew with me.
Well, I'm gonna be
Oh,
there representing.
Harvest Fest.
Are you?
Harvest Fest.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing Harvest Fest, which is October 31st, downtown Lake Stevens. I'll send out the sign up sheet. I think we're there from 3 to 7 or 7:30 or something like that. So, we're sharing booth space next to Arts and Parks Foundation. So just FYI, I'll send out the sign up sheet. It's super fun. And, our dragon
Yeah, Fred will be.
Fred the Dragon, our honorary Rotarian Dragon will be there, and that's a super fun event, handing kids out, or.
Are we doing that in the mill?
Are
Is
you?
it gonna be in the mill?
No, it's outside.
Okay.
Costume.
Yeah, I want to-
We should have like a farm costume and
At Harvest Fest?
Hey, I'm putting down that Fred will be there.
Yeah, Fred will be there, he's always there.
All right.
Costumes are encouraged.
Fred is.
Yeah, if you want, for
Okay,
sure.
He's an
Yeah.
8-foot dragon that lights up and moves.
That's awesome.
It's something I gave my, very adult husband.
Yes.
Years ago.
And he left
Your grown grandchild.
Yeah.
Probably.
He has his own membership.
We did a bid opening.
Fred, you're doing a fine job. We're staring at you.
Early.
We're watching you.
It's fine.
We're looking for judging you.
If we have luck with
Go
it.
right ahead. Then,
We'll never ask you for a ride. You're very handsome.
yeah, I wouldn't get in the car with me, mostly because
Are
I'm
your
watching.
current rate's gonna go up?
Yeah, hell yeah, for 3 years now.
That's what made him so mad.
That's the part that makes me mad.
That's what made him mad.
It wouldn't be so bad, but it's like, it's more, I don't want to pay to fix it. It's more expensive than I thought it'd be, so.
There you go.
So, accurate lines between Smoky Point and Marysville on whatever turns, does the state turn into something else if you get outside of Marysville?
No,
Okay.
it's what?
On State Avenue,
Still
State
state.
Road, whatever.
Oh, it turns several different ways.
It stays on nine. It stays nine.
Till it gets to Smoky Point, you mean?
Yeah,
Still
State
stays.
Street?
okay. Yeah, so it's accurate lines. They're great. if You need a good body shop. Just a little gruff though. If you get past it. But, all right, anything else, anybody?
No.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. Adios.
Thanks, Don, Joanna.
All right.
Y'all have a great day.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Good to see
You
you. Johanna.
Thank you.
And your daughter texted me, so that's good.
That's good. Yeah, she has to adult, she doesn't like it. I'm like,
No.
too bad.
I had a,
Adult things today.
well, I had somebody else too, similar thing, like their son turned 18 and I guess he, he's out of school, but he got Molly with his dad. His dad's like, oh yeah. And so his dad called me and said, hey, son's gonna be calling you. And he's literally in the background. And he goes, I'm taking him off my insurance tomorrow. So he's gonna call you today. And I'm like, okay, here in my mind, I'm thinking, whatever. I mean, honestly, and then literally the son called me. Like, the son calls. So, and it was funny because it's the same thing, right? I mean, at some point, it may not be the same meaning, she may, got mad at her, but it's like, at some point, you've got to, you gotta grow up, right? I mean, and
We had to separate because, State Farm dropped us. So.
why'd they drop it?